What's up, everybody? Azarel here for another Yu-Gi-Oh 101 discussion video. And in this video, I wanted to talk to you guys about the Infernitys. Now, before I even get started with this video, please, whoever, because I understand like certain people, especially on the internet, when you use somebody else's artwork and you don't give them credit, or like you use it in your video, like they get sensitive and things like that. Listen, I got this from Google Images. Forgive me. I just wanted something that fit the subject of the video. So that's why I looked this up. I got it from Google Images. I don't know who made the pictures, so don't get mad at me, alright? I just wanted something that fit the subject of the video, alright? So with that being said, let's continue. So I was having this discussion on Doula Network with some random people, and the discussion came up about Infernitys and whether or not they needed um, Infernity Barrier or not. Now, may not be as interesting as other discussion videos that I've done, but I still feel like it's something that would make for a good conversation and a good topic. So I decided to do a video on it. Now, I believe it was back in what, March. Infernitys, uh, the card Infernity Barrier was reduced down to 1. Um, it had got limited because basically Infernity. Wait, let me see. I believe I have a picture of it. Infernity Barrier right here. Yeah, as you can see, is they activate when your opponent activates a spell card, trap card, or affect monsters effect. If you control a face-up attack position Infernity monster and you have no cards in your hand, negate the activation and destroy that card. People have been saying that, the Infernitys are nothing without Infernity Barrier. Like, they're not that much of a threat anymore. And I was one of these people. And the reason why I said that, because when you look at the way Infernitys were always played, like literally, when you look at the way that they were always played, it was always spam the search for Infernity Barrier. That was it, you know. And now that Infernity Barrier has been set to 1, I can't see where, you know, at least in my eyes, I don't see where they're a threat as they used to be, you know, and people aren't playing them any different, so you pretty much only got one barrier now, so I don't see how they will be looked at as a threat. Now, of course, people are going to bring up like the YCS and how they topped regionals and this, that, and the third and all that other shit. Me, I don't give a damn about regionals. Just because you top regionals don't mean that your ass ain't gonna lose to somebody that didn't even participate in the damn tournament. But whatever, you know, even Michael Jordan lost games. I'm gonna just leave that at that. But yeah, like Infernity Barrier pretty much was like a free solemn judgment in essence, because you're always gonna have an Infernity just with the way that they work. Like, you're always gonna have a face up Infernity in attack position. Like, you're always gonna have an Infernity on the field, in attack position. So using a card like Infernity Barrier was nothing. And it was pretty much like a free solemn warning. Like, it pretty much blocked any chance that your opponent had to do anything. The only thing it didn't stop was summons, and they had cards that pretty much took care of that problem. And of course, now people are substituting Infernity Break, which I don't see as big of a I don't see this as being, as big of a problem as Infernity Barrier was. Yeah, it's a good card, and it pretty much destroys any card you want to destroy on the field on your opponent's side. And I don't know, like, I just don't see them being. I don't know, like, maybe it's just me and the way that I play the game. I don't see them being that much of a threat. I don't see them being as powerful without barrier. Like, I don't see them as being anything to worry about. You know, like, it's, I don't know, like, pretty much like with the way that I make my builds in Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm guessing I'm just better prepared for things like this than other people are. Like, I don't want to stroke my own ego and things like that. But seriously, like, you guys see my videos, you guys see the deck, like the decks that I use and the cards that I use, like the non-monsters and all that. I'm prepared for things like this, so I don't really see why this would be considered anything to worry about. And you got some people talking about, oh, like Infernity Break needs to be limited or semi-limited Infernity. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, it's just like dumb to me. Like, why would you even think that Infernity? Like, okay, Infernity Barrier was their main card. Like, really, like, let's just get that out the way. These are facts. When Infernity Barrier was at 3, that's all they searched for. That's all people that played Infernities, quote unquote, would search for. You know, they only played them that one way. You know, it was like Infernity Barrier search, Infernity Barrier search, Infernity. You know what I mean? They just spam the search for Infernity Barrier so much that now that it's limited, it's like they try to substitute it with Infernity Break, and as good of a card as that is not an Infernity Barrier. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't stop anything. Like, it doesn't negate anything. It doesn't. I don't know. Like, I just don't see it being just being someone that had to put up with Infernity Barrier. I guess I'm looking at it from the perspective of, well, this isn't as bad as Infernity Barrier was, so I don't see it being that big of a deal to where something needs to happen to it, or to view it as like that much of a threat or anything like that. So that's just my opinion about it. So, I mean, you guys tell me what you think. I mean, do you think Infernities are still a force to be reckoned with? You know, even without Barrier, you know, being maxed out at 3? Or do you guys think that they're, you know, somewhat balanced now? And, you know, they don't have, you know, max Infernity Barrier. So, yeah, so I'm going to just leave it up to you guys. So thanks for watching. Peace, and I'll see you guys next time.